Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. I'm continuing on with faith. Now last time I said that we have to put our faith into something that is true and is real. People put their faith into things every day, whether they realize it or not. But there are plenty of people who put their faith in something that just isn't true, and sometimes just isn't real. Now, just as a few examples, some people will talk about putting their faith in crystals or in rocks that will bring you joy, luck, healing, or whatever. Some will put them in horoscopes. Somehow the month you were born determines how your life will turn out. And some people will even put their faith in the flying spaghetti monster, which is a completely made-up thing, but some people want to believe it. They put their faith in aliens or certain religions or even people or sometimes their own philosophies. So faith is very important to people. The problem is if what you believe is not true or real, as I said before, then your faith is misplaced and it's going to mean nothing. Now, just like I said in my last example, if I believe I can fly, that doesn't make it true. Now, I want to just give an example as some of you might remember the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. And just as an episode, 3 of them for some reason were expanded and floating like balloons. At the end, their master, Splinter, takes these 3 orbs and he closes his eyes and the 3 orbs glow, touch the turtles, and the turtles return to normal. And they ask, well, what were those orbs? And he says, mothballs. If you believe hard enough, it will come true. Well, that is definitely not true. See, that is putting faith in something that is not true and not real. Just because you believe it really, really hard, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It doesn't mean it truly exists. How strong your faith is means nothing if it's not real. Believing it does not make it true. And that was the answer somebody gave once. Why is what you believe true? Somebody says, it's true because I believe it. But that doesn't make it true. I can believe I'm a millionaire. Doesn't make me one. People have this idea that if they just believe it, and it happens. They used to call that, and forgive me if this is politically incorrect, but that was called a mental disorder. And that is, convincing yourself that something is true and real does not make it true and real. Now you may ask, well, what makes what you believe true and real? Say, well, I'll give you some reasons why what I believe is true and what is real. See, the Bible is not so much a religious book as it is a history book. It is historically accurate. It is also scientifically accurate. And what I mean, if you look up science in the Bible, you can search for that in the internet, and you'll find out where the Bible talks about scientific things before science knew it was a thing. Like the earth being round, that it hangs on nothing. Just as some examples. It's also prophetically accurate. And what I mean by that is everything that has been prophesied has come true. Well, there's some things that have yet to come true, but they will. The prophecies on Jesus alone should prove it to you. Everything that came about for Jesus when he came to earth, all of those prophecies were fulfilled by him. There are also prophecies about Alexander the Great and a couple other historical figures. The nation of Rome, the Persian Mede Empire. If you read in Daniel, you'll find those. And even non-biblical scholars agree that these are prophecies about those people and those empires. The Bible is true in those regards. Certainly, God is making sure that we know it. He keeps his word alive. People have been trying to get rid of the Bible ever since it was put together. And they've never been able to succeed. And they never will, because God's word is everlasting. Now, even if you destroy every Bible there ever was, God will put it on someone's heart to write down what he originally said, and it will match what was originally written. Because God has the power to hold on to his word and make sure what he says gets out to people. See, he loves us very much, and he wants us to be with him. But we have to put our faith in him first. See, he is real and he is true because he has proven it time and time again. It's not just this book says so. God is the reason that book exists. God is the reason that book was written. And God will keep that book forever. This has been 5 Minute Ministries, and we're going to continue on with faith over the next few times that I do this, and I'll see you then.